Today we'll be installing Proxmox from beginning to end. This video is a full run through of installing Proxmox and can be very helpful if you just get your first home lab or rebooting your current one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, I'm Toby and welcome to your retreat. What is up and welcome back to the video. Today we are going to be installing Proxmox. First of all, we're just going to be doing the installation today, and then I will show you how to use Proxmox in another video. So we're going to simply go to downloads, and we're going to download this installer here. It may take a bit of time, but once that is downloading, you also need to go download Etcher. This is what we're going to be using to flash it. So I've already got both of these downloaded. You are going to need a 4GB or bigger USB drive, and a desktop with a keyboard, mouse, and a monitor for the installation. The first thing we are going to do is open Etcher, and we are going to flash from a file. You're going to find the file that you're using, so there's mine there, and you're then going to select a target. Mine's going to be this 4GB Sangus Cruiser, and I'm literally simply going to click flash. Then I got a Windows prompt, so I got to click yes, and there we go. That is one of the simplest but easiest and quickest bits of this installation. We have now just got to wait for this to be installed. This could take a bit of time depending on the speed of the computer, of the drive it's coming off, and also the speed of the USB drive. So you've got a USB 3 drive, make sure you plug it into a USB 3 port to get the quickest speeds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this running now and get my desktop set up ready for the installation. Right, so as you can see, the drive is now completely flashed and done. You'll get a few prompts in the bottom right about that. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to switch over to recording on the other computer, and we are going to install Proxmox. See you in a second. So now I'm switched over to the desktop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boot it up and start hitting the BIOS key. If you don't know the BIOS key of your computer, make sure you search up the name and model number, and then find the BIOS key. Mine is Escape for the HP Elite. I'm then going to go to boot menu. I'm going to click the SanDisk Cruiser. I do currently have a OS installed here, but it should just wipe it. So we're going to do the graphical install, and we're just going to wait for it to all load up. So what we're doing now is we're installing Proxmox, the latest version. Proxmox is a virtualization host where we can have multiple virtual machines on one physical machine, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to do is chuck this on my main screen so I can see it larger. Let's get rid of that. Just making it. There we go. I think it's this one. There we go. So now I can see on my big screen it says through OBS. So that is now booting up and it's going to be ready to install. And it has got a mouse, and you can make sure you have got one plugged in, which I currently don't because I can't see where my mouse is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly plug in my mouse to my desktop. So what I'm going to do is I completely forgot about a mouse, and I will be back in just 1 second. So, sorry about that, I have now got a mouse. First of all, you're going to need to read through the EULA. I have already read through this before, so I agree, but if you do not, then you won't be able to install this software. And here you go. This is where you're going to install it. I've only got one disk. If you've got multiple, make sure you do pick the correct one. So I'm going to click next, and it's going to... There you go. There. You can also add like different formats, so you can do RAIDs as well, so have multiple disks as your install. I'm going to click next. United Kingdom, London. That is perfect. And now I'm going to put in a password. And I'm just going to put it digital at local. Put it digital at local. Doesn't really matter that much. And there you go. The host name, I'm going to leave it as that local domain. It's already picked up an IP address, so I'm just going to leave it completely as all that's default. But if you do want to change, then you'll have to do some research on that. And now we've just clicked install. Now we're just going to wait for the device to completely install, and then we can move on to the next step. So as you can see, Proxmox is now ready. We are going to need to go to the correct address, and it's already rebooting for us. It will tell us when it reboots where we need to go. So what we're going to do is it's going to go to the IP. Once it's rebooted, we can then choose the IP we want. So move all this over. So what we are going to do is, once this is booted, we can get the IP address, which is 192.168.1.245/:8006. What I'm going to do is switch over now so that you guys can see. There we go. So we're going to go to this IP address, and it's going to tell you it's not private. This is because you don't have an SSL key. Don't worry about this, you made it, so you know it's safe. So we are going to go to the login of root and then the password that you set earlier. And there you go. You are completely into Proxmox. You've just installed your first Proxmox virtual environment 8.3.0. It is completely easy. And I will do another video on how to install containers and virtual machines as well. I really do hope you have enjoyed this video. It's been quite a good one to make. Currently I'm making smaller how to install videos, and then I'll do more about the software, because then everybody's got the software they need. We're going to build out, basically we're going to build out a complete home lab. But there you go, that is it, completely installed. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like and subscribe. And if you did do your stay at the retreat, I've been Toby, and I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.